name is Ozan Gülbaz. I'm a computer science student, and this is my Physics 102 lab project. In this experiment, I will be measuring the potential differences between the two ends of the resistors in the given DC circuits. I will also be measuring the current in different branches of these circuits. My objective is to observe the Kirchhoff's circuit laws and Ohm's law in these circuits. To construct these DC circuits, I'll be using a DC power supply and three identical 220 ohm resistors. I'll be making the measurements with a multimeter. As for the laws that I need to observe, Kirchhoff's junction law states that the sum of currents that flow into a junction is equal to the sum of the currents that flow out of that junction. Kirchhoff's voltage law states that the sum of the directed potential differences in a closed conductor loop is equal to zero. And Ohm's law states that the potential difference between 2 points in a circuit is equal to the product of current and resistance between these 2 points. I will start my measurements with the first circuit. To make the potential difference measurements, I will be using the multimeter and potential difference function. In potential difference measurements, I will be connecting the multimeter in parallel to the resistor whose potential difference I want to measure. I'll repeat this for all of the resistors in all of the circuits. For current measurements, I'll be using the multimeter and current function. In current measurements, I will be connecting the multimeter in series to the branch whose current I want to measure. Again, I will repeat this for all of the branches in all of the circuits. After the measurements, I will be calculating the theoretically expected results using Kirchhoff's laws and Ohm's law. I will compare the theoretical and experimental results. The experimental measurements of the currents are rather close with the theoretically expected results. The experimental measurements also allow us to observe Kirchhoff's junction law, since in circuit 2 and circuit 3, the sum of current 2 and current 2 should be equal to current 1. Potential difference measurements are also rather close to the theoretically expected results. These results allow us to observe Kirchhoff's voltage law. In all of the loops in circuit 1, circuit 2, and circuit 3, the sum of the signed potential differences on the loop is equal to 0. Ohm's law can also be observed, since dividing the potential difference between the two ends of any of the resistors that we have measured by the current flowing through that resistor that we have measured will give the result of the resistance of the resistor. Therefore, the objective of the experiment is achieved.